शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहं शिव स्वरूपोऽहं शिवो सच्चिदानन्दोऽहं शिवोऽहं.
So students, we are doing the Comate work, and in Comate, this is the question written in your homework part. Comate is already shared in your group previously, and now I am discussing, this is homework part, question number 1, that is fill in the blanks. There is one more additional fill in the blank which I have added it from my side, that is question number G, and one more, this is also not there in the Comate. I have added by myself only. Okay, so we were discussing these questions. So first of all, let us discuss question number 1. As you all can see, 268 plus 529 is equal to 529, then blank it was given. Okay, in blank it will come 268. Why beta? Because in addition you can change the order, but answer will remain unchanged. Okay, because addition is following the commutative property. Okay, so addition is always commutative. That is why you can change the order in addition. So first one will be 268. The second one is, if you remember, we have done it in the third exercise, that property of 0. And if you remember, in property of 0, what we did is that 0 is a magical number which you add to any number, the answer will remain that particular number only. So 1004 plus 0 will give you 1004 only. Now question number C. 5,942 plus 63 and 95. Yes. So 5,942 plus 63 plus 95. And if you will see here, one number was missing over here. So now what you will see, this is 5,942, which was already present over here. 63 was here, but it was missing over here. So that is why the answer will come here 63, because this is showing the associative property. What is associative property, beta? It was just adding them in group. Okay? So here you can see the group is being added now. Now move on to question number D. Question number D is again the commutative property, but this time it is for multiplication. How will you do that? See, we can change the order in multiplication. So 935 multiplied by 255 or 255 multiplied by 935. Both will give you the same answer. Okay. Now let's move further in question number E. 395 multiplied by 1 is equal to, now again 1 is a number which has a very unique property that if you multiply 1 with any number, you get the same answer only. So you will get it 395 as the answer. Now move on to the question number F. F is following the property Changu Mangu Samosa Chutney. If you remember, we did it. Distributive property.
Yes,
now
ma'am.
What will you see? Yes, 69 into 52 plus 69 into 18. Now what is common over here? 69 is here also, 69 is here also. The sign of multiply is here also, the sign of multiply is here also. So what we took it now? 69 multiply, now inside the bracket 52 plus 18. Now this is also done. Now let's move to the question number G. Beta, I would request you, question number G, you will just note it down as it is. I will explain you right now after this question only that why we have included 1. Okay, I'll explain you after this question why we are including 1. Okay, now so 43 multiplied by 1000 minus 43 multiplied by 1. Now what is common? 53 and 43 is common, so I'll write it down 43. The sign of multiply will also come out common. Now what is left here? 1000. The sign of minus, and then the number is 1. So question number G is this. Okay. Now let's move to question number H. Now any number is divided by 1 will get you the same number only, because 1 is called universal factor. And a universal factor means one is coming in each and every table, and every number comes in table of 1. every number comes in table of 1 and one can divide each and every number. So that we call it 1 is a universal factor. So here the answer will come 6,773 will only come. Now let's move to I. 0 divided by 438. Now if you remember last day also we were discussing this. Any number if you have and if you are dividing like you are dividing 0 by any other number, you will get the same answer, that is 0 only. Yes. So we were on this question. Now 0 divided by 438, which will give you 0 only, which we have already discussed. Now move on to, if I'll change this question. How I will change this question? If I write 438 divided by 0, instead of writing 0 divided by 438, if I'll change this question as 438 divided by 0, the answer will be not defined in that case. Okay, not defined means infinite. Okay, infinite will come in that case. So now move on to the last one, that is J. 31 multiplied by 100. It was already given and it was asking from us, the answer was given this 31 along with 5 zeros. And now you want the answers over here. So how will you do that? 31 and 100 was already there, but here we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 zeros. But we have only 2 zeros. Then what we will do? 1, 1, 1 along with 3 zeros. Okay, 1 along with 3 zeros. Okay, so then the answer will be 1000 over here. Okay, now this fill in the blanks is, yes, these are fill in the blanks and which is related to question number 2 of homework part. If you can see, the first one is written 25 plus inside the bracket 18 plus 12, and another side it is written equal to, and you can see inside the group numbers are changed. Now the numbers are changed in the group. If you remember, I taught you this property, that associative property says that you can group the number in any order. In addition and in multiplication, answer will not change, and that property was associative property. So here this answer would be associative property. And please remember, this is addition over here. Everywhere this is addition. So this property is for addition in this case. Finish. This is first one. Associative property for addition. Now second one. 10 into 15 plus 19. If you remember, this is distribution going on, which is already taught by me earlier in the classes. So this property is known as distributive property. So you will note it down, distributive property. The second one is distributive property over addition, because here also we are using the addition one, not subtraction. So it will be over addition. Now third one. If you see third one, 809 multiplied by 310. In other words, 310 multiplied by 809. It means if you see this, the orders are changed in multiplication. So remember, the property says that you can multiply numbers in any order. Answer will not affect. Okay. So this property is commutative property. Changing the order was there in commutative property. Okay. Commutative property. And if you can see this question, the multiplication is going on. So this is commutative property for multiplication or of multiplication. You can mention anything. So commutative property for multiplication. This is also done now. Now move on to this one. Question number D. Now if you see, multiply by 1, but answer is not affecting. It means 1 is a number in such a way that if you multiply 1 with any number, answer will not change. Okay. This property is known as existence of identity. That is for multiplication, because here you are doing for multiplication. So you will write it down. Existence of identity for multiplication. This is done in multiplication. Now, same thing, the last question. 0 is added to 490. Now, 490 is added to 0. Okay. But then to answer is exactly same. And if you remember, I taught you in the last class that 0 is a magical number. If you add 0 to any number, the answer will remain that particular number only. So here, this property is again that identity element. So we will call it existence of identity for, now this time what is going on? This is addition, this is also addition. So this is for addition. This is for addition now. So this question is completed. Now students, we are doing question number 3, that is solve by property. Okay. Now I am writing one question which you will understand very properly. 795 multiplied by 999 plus 795. Now look at here this question. This type of question is already taught by me in previous classes that was related to distributive property. But there is only one change which you have to observe it properly. Now look at here. If you are knowing in the form of multiplication, you need two numbers. But if you talk about this first one, you have two numbers, 795 multiplied by 999. Okay. But if you talk about this number, 795, which is written alone, which is not having any pair. And right now, we have just now discussed over here that, can you tell me which number you write in the form of multiplication with this number, which will not affect your question? It will give you the same answer only. Think, abhi just now discussed beta, correct beta. So remember, there is only a number 1, which you multiply by any number, you get the same number only. That is why we call it 1 as sabka malik ek. We call it sabka malik ek. You learn this line, sabka malik ek. Okay? Any number, if it is not written in multiply, which is not having any pair, अगर किसी नंबर का कोई पेयर नहीं है, तो अगर आप उसको 1 दे देते हो एज अ पेयर में इन द फॉर्म ऑफ मल्टीप्लाई, इट विल नॉट अफेक्ट योर क्वेश्चन. ठीक है. नाउ द क्वेश्चन हैज पेयर इन बोथ द फॉर्म. ठीक है. Now can you tell me what can you take it out common? What can you take it out common over here? 795. And the sign of multiply also. Now when you will take it out these two things common, what will be left over? 999. And then
can we write it?
Plus 1. Then plus 1. And whenever you will add these two, 795 multiplied by these two, when you will add, it will give you 1000. And after multiplying these two numbers, you will get it 795 with 000. This is the complete answer for this particular question. Beta, every question which is, so by mistake, I have written here 999, which will be 49 in the book. So I have written here now 49. So here also 49 will come. Here then one more 0 will include because 10,000 will be there. And when you will multiply with 10,000, the answer will remain like this. And this is very simple question, beta. It's just like this also. Now, this has a pair, but this is written alone. So first of all, what we will do? We will give it to 1. Why 1 we are giving, beta? Because 1 is only the number which is not affecting any number if you multiply with. Okay. And sabka malik ek. So I have used this property. And now I am taking out common 4364, the sign of multiply, and what will be left over here? Here it will be 1001, the sign of minus, and then it will be left only 1 after taking out common. And now 4364, the sign of multiply. Now when you will subtract this, what will you get it? 1000. And when you will multiply these two, you will get it 4364. You will get it along with 3 zeros. Finish.